If you ain't even doing tough stuff, if you just doing like,
yeah, if you just swiping a card, doing this.
Sean Kingston, God forbid, he go.
Those are the ones.
Somebody mate.
Those are the ones that
beautiful boy. Yo, please don't let me hurt.
That's why. Yo, I can't believe I thought this guy.
And you know what's wild? If you ever listen to Game talk about,
because he's there for not paying mortgage, like
Heat makers, crack music.
Y'all now rockin' with 4 for 100. Let's go. To keep it real, it's not a chore for beloved. When they say it's up, put it on the floor, they gon' love it. I popped up in all them 4 doors that they covet. All in 2-seaters, cause a few fevers. Got all the ops hot, they wonder why I'm not shot. The way we used to step on them squares like hopscotch. I'm one of them ones that God got, he starts plots. Until the clock stops, we gon' turn it up a notch. They watching the stop clock while we burning up the block. I'm still learning a lot, I son them, let them talk. I'm still letting it slide like I got my son at the park. Cause I know that we could be gunning, running from knocks, but we stop for the lesson. It's positive progression to kick it with the like-minded. Can't spend your life blinded, rewind it, arsonist behind it.
Hello.
I miss y'all too. You know, we miss her. I enjoy coming here, man.
Yeah? Oh, you got some good today.
Yeah, you need to fix your mic, bro.
Hey, don't show no mic.
It was kind of wild.
Listen, I'm calling HR right now.
Hold on.
I'm calling HR.
Calling HR.
You can put the mic in my face.
All right, so first rule of 400,
no
mic
shove
mics
to yourself.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take it this, dude.
What?
I bet 50 calories.
Hold on. Listen. What was you listening to today?
Last episode, guys. The middle of
fix your mic.
Calm down.
My man got
ease up, Mike.
My man got a fuzzy lining.
You want me to push my mic down to ease it up? I don't even. Y'all doing freaky stuff with this mic. Sorry.
I'm glad you got your hat on.
Calm down, Mike.
I'm glad you got your hat on today.
Let's take it from the top.
Nah, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm leaving that in because y'all wilding with these mics.
Nah, you just got.
After that blow up, we'll cut.
I want that in there. I want the audience to see how spicy these two in the middle getting.
These two in the middle. Whoa, come on.
You challenged them. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Is that what we doing?
No, we ain't doing
not
nothing,
at all.
bro.
Why you keep asking?
Because you just keep throwing.
Why you keep asking? He's not serious.
Stop
okay?
yelling at me.
Whatever he
I'm
said, he
threatened.
wasn't serious.
I'm feeling threatened, okay?
Now you gotta come to HR too. Come on.
I feel threatened.
Threatening people and he forcing. All right, guys. What were you listening to on the way here?
Me cursing at other drivers.
Traffic was bad for you?
Horrible. Remember we talked about last week protesting? It was a protest. Okay. So I was cursing at them. Like,
you ran any over?
F your protest, man. Nothing's
You ran
happening.
any over? You ain't run nobody over?
I kind of wanted to. Then I'll be really late.
What you got? So what you listening to?
I was missing this and I saw $1 Million Baby. Ain't nothing but big thing.
Oh, they keep playing that on the joint.
Yeah,
I heard it like 5 times today. Yeah,
that's my joint right now. They be having me in the car, be like,
I don't even know it.
Really?
you know, $1 Million Baby.
I had. Jeez, why y'all made me lose it? Hold on. I know the song.
Okay, go ahead.
But I just want to make sure I knew who it was by.
Damn
Electric
neglected.
Light Orchestra. I was listening to Mr. Blue Sky. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Blue. God,
It's not the audience for that.
I feel like Real Muppet Baby was that.
It is. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell me why.
Oh, we doing hands too?
All
right. 400 the musical?
For so long.
My man got the jazz fingers. The jazz fingers.
What were you listening to, brother?
Oh, I was listening to.
Go ahead.
Go right ahead, brother.
I
Go.
was not.
You having malfunctions over there,
This
bro?
mic is getting aggressive ever since you tossed the mic in hand, bro. I'm telling my mic, don't do that, bro. I was listening to Donnell Jones, This Love.
Oh, okay.
My man
I like that.
Okay.
Look at you.
Spicy out here today.
I see. And then playing mics and all that. I get it.
I don't like
Not
that.
with the mic.
I hear you.
Yeah. But anyway, everybody,
Please, thank you.
Thank you.
Please and thank you.
Please like and subscribe. We got great content out right now. So please, everybody, hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell. Get notifications every time we drop something short, reels, whatever the case may be. So make sure.
Hook us up.
You know,
Show
stay
some love,
tuned.
man. Show some love, man.
You know?
I definitely know a reel is coming with that little thing y'all two did earlier.
Oh, for real? All right.
Yeah.
Editing works.
I'll put the lightsabers.
No.
They did that. No, not let it go. Just don't let it go, right?
Man.
Okay.
All right, cool.
That's what you doing? That's what you doing?
I had so many jokes I wanted to say, but I know it'll be edited out. So I'm just keeping it to myself. Yo, shout out to B. Did not forget the cards this week.
Oh, no. Since you brought the cards up, I would like to say condolences to a very close friend of ours, somebody we grew up with, Nicole.
Right.
Unfortunately, she lost her husband. And that's rough. But I was happy that she was able to put those cards together for us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And condolences. Condolences to you and your family. All
Got
right.
you. All right. We're going to start this off talking relationship stuff.
Woo.
I like relationship stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. I like talking about it.
You know what's funny? Every time we talk relationship stuff, it gets spicy online. Let's see
I
if
know.
this
I'm getting heat.
Yeah.
Calling me a snitch. All kinds of stuff. I don't like it.
Because you're a snitch, nigga.
I'm a
Shit fits. Yeah.
You're a snitch,
Yeah,
bro.
basically, it fits. Come on, man.
Yo,
You said it.
I'm not going to start with 6ix9ine. I'm going to start over here. Stonewalling. Has your partner used silence against you
Of course. But
as a tool?
yeah, but I don't think it's. I never thought it was a bad thing. That means you leave me alone. Like I use it as a sign that you leave me alone. Like, okay, I could go in a room, play my game. You'll walk right past me and not interrupt nothing I'm doing. I could walk out the house and no one asks me any questions. So that's a great thing. I'm mad. I like when she mad at me. To be real, I like when she mad at me. Get pissed.
She was
I
mad
ain't
at
mad
this
at you.
episode. What's up, Stu? You like stonewalling?
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
What's up with y'all?
Listen, man, you know what? I'm going to say this. It gets to a point sometimes you like, it's nice when they're not saying nothing.
Yo, the mute. There we
You know
go.
what I mean? You ain't got to sit there and listen to their conversations. They'll tell you something and you be given the right information and they'll still tell you something. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, you got it. And like
The
he's
best part
Not
about
to-
being in a relationship, though?
no,
You
it is a good part, but that's if they listen. If they not listening, it just be like,
I'll give y'all a little tip just so y'all know. I
Right.
don't know where you going, so maybe you'll utilize it as well.
It's crazy.
a little tip.
A little
buttoning up
tip
my
is
shirt.
crazy.
It's
Little
wild.
tip is crazy, but go right ahead.
Little give advice,
Advice?
right? Advice.
I'll give advice.
Okay.
There we go. See, I better fix that.
Okay. You can get her to be quiet if you just bring her cake.
You know what?
Anyway, like,
It's true.
Obesity is a mom.
basically.
Listen, man.
It's not
cake works just as well as anger. I promise you.
Nah, cake, that, nah.
All right.
Cake
All
don't
right,
work.
you setting trends.
Yeah, like, cake.
Now, what was your response?
No, I mean, no one. My partner has not used stonewalling for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually the stonewaller.
Makes sense. It fits.
I'm the petty person.
Yeah.
I'm definitely the person who will not speak to you for days on end. I ride it out. I take it with a badge of like pride. See how long we're gonna go through this whole situation.
Who
Don't
going to
be
surrender
like,
first?
Yeah, it ain't me.
It's not me.
Yeah, I'm the youngest kid, so I'm petty. I take that all the way down.
Nah,
Maybe days.
I've
No,
done that. I've done that.
I've
too.
done it.
I feel super sensitive right now because
Why?
I think that it's a horrible tactic that shouldn't be ever utilized.
Because it don't work for
I've been
us.
said.
Yeah.
I've been told that that's terrible too. Like she would rather anything else besides me, not speaking to her. Like, why don't you communicate?
Yeah.
I walk right out the house.
Nah, you.
Yeah, because you know, because you want me to play a mind game, and I'm not gonna play the mind game. I'm not gonna play this game where it's like, oh, was it the socks? Oh, was it the dishes? Oh, was it like how exactly do I fix this? I don't want to play that game, so I'd rather like stop it. Like stop it, stop that.
I don't know. When I was
If
younger.
you know that my fault. Go ahead.
Now, when I was younger, I used to be like, yo, baby, no, let's not go to bed mad and let's talk. As I got older, the level of me giving a F went through the roof. Like we said, give me that. I'll give me the silent treatment. give me that, because apparently when I keep apologizing, when I know you wrong, when I know you're wrong, it's like I'm creating a monster.
Guys.
I'm creating a problem.
You don't know she wrong.
You don't think she's wallowing in guilt for 2 days?
She is
like if you think she doesn't think that she's wrong, you know she's wrong. Let's go with what you say. You know she's wrong,
right?
She doesn't believe that, because if she did, I promise you, she doesn't believe that. There's no way in the world she's walking around.
She believe it and she know it.
She know, but having
that
a woman
she's walking around here with
because they'll be wrong. They'll be wrong and strong.
Yeah, there you go. They want to be wrong and strong, and they don't want to concede and say, "Yo, I was wrong." That's the hardest thing for them to do sometimes.
Accountability.
It's a little hard for women to say that they wrong, but I will say this. Y'all are wrong for trying to take this as an opportunity to play your video game.
This is a real
Is this why y'all always online when I'm ready to play 2K?
Listen.
Yo, Stu, like, you up on Madden? Yeah, I'm up.
I'm up for the next week.
And the crazy part is, you said that you wrote it as a weapon, right?
Yeah.
As a weapon.
So how is it bad for us? But then he can sit here and say, I could use it as a weapon. But then you telling us it's bad for us.
But you do it. You use it.
I'm not saying that it's right. I'm acknowledging that it's a terrible
But he's acknowledging the tension.
But that's horrible, though. That he knows he's wrong and he's just continue doing it.
Oh, no. You that's what you're saying you're doing. But he's at least acknowledging the tension. You'll go, no. Only one of us. This is absolutely
like I'm not mad. I'm not mad when you're
get
that
more
mad.
things done. That's all.
Yeah, like I'm content with her being angry. I mean, life goes on.
Do you use it as a tool?
Yeah, actually, sometimes it depending on what we're arguing for. If I see that, okay, this not going anywhere, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut and go to the next room.
How about you use it? Smash and grab.
Yeah. You don't have to listen. I tell you, sometimes silence is golden.
I'm not okay with it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like that. That's a real thing. It is problematic. I don't like it. I don't like the tension. I don't.
But you don't think that by being quiet sometimes and letting a couple of days blow by, both parties will actually think about it? Because sometimes that works. Sometimes
that's called natural cool down time. That's natural.
Yeah, but
we're
that's
discussing
what it
is stonewalling. Stonewalling is a horrible tactic.
It's kind of the same thing.
But
no, it's not kind of the same thing.
If you're not mad,
the same thing is what you're suggesting is a time that you say, "Hold on, I'm not going to yell at you. Kids are up. I'm not going to do that."
I ain't yelling at nobody.
I'm just saying. All right, I'm just saying. I'm not going to get out of hand. I'm not going to be angry. I'm not going to say something reckless. I'm not going to do none of that. I'm just going to be quiet. I'm going to cool down. And then you're supposed to, after that,
be cool.
Tap her on the shoulder and let her know whatever, and then bring it back up in a better way. But you're saying, no, give me 3 days. I'll take it.
Yeah, because sometimes you need some days. So sometimes, depending on your partner, like we could do what you say, right? And give them time to cool down. However, if you know your partner, nah, she's still not going to see that she's wrong. So you know what? I'm going to wait till she come to me with it. Eventually she's going to come to me with it. And that's when she realized that she was wrong. So at the end of the day,
when she was going on in your house,
we're going to eventually, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely lose every argument.
I win.
Nah, I'll say this about it. You know the worst part about the stonewalling, and then I'll try to move on and let you guys have something. You guys, anybody got anything
I'm
else?
good. Go ahead.
We
brother.
good.
The worst part I think about the stonewalling for me personally is it leaves room that you start arguing about things that your original argument wasn't about. Mm-hmm. That's the dangerous part about it. Because you'll start out arguing about laundry, and then next thing you know, y'all fighting because you said something. Then
you're not going to be
tone police
quiet
kick in.
and leave the dishes. Yeah.
You see how you talked to me yesterday? We text. You felt threatened from a text.
You'd be surprised. Words hurt.
Yeah, but that's what it switches. So then who be wrong? You know what I mean?
See, that's why I'm lucky. I got different places I could go in the crib, and I don't have to. You could be upstairs. I'll be downstairs. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to worry about dishes if I'm downstairs. I'm just saying.
The dishes are still there, Stu. You're just not in it.
I use paper plates, bro.
The garbage.
If you think that's a good enough excuse to get out of dishes, you crazy. Just because you use paper plates, the house used the pots. All right.
Glasses of wine.
I'm gonna start with the expert.
Eats, baby.
Right. I'm gonna go to the expert on this one.
Right.
Okay.
Sleeping with your boy's ex.
Who the expert
Wow.
on this?
Why you look that stupid?
Who the expert on this?
Like, who's the expert?
You're the expert on everything.
The expert was sleeping with other people.
Who want to grab this one? Sleeping with your boy's ex. Is that a go or a no go?
It depends on the level of if you're your boy. If you're an associate, you don't care. I don't you it's opposite. But if you in my inner circle, no. I think we knew each other for a very long time, and anyone that you're dealing with or my inner circle is dealing with, their significant other or whatever it is off. It's a no go. It's a no fly.
So does it matter her level in a relationship with baby moms, girlfriend?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
As long as I slept with her, you won't sleep with her.
No.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Unless you tell me she's a floozy. Unless you tell me she's a floozy, then it's up in the air.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Go
But we
ride
don't do
the
things
whip.
like that no more. That's back in our younger days. You know what I
I
mean?
don't know. Me, I don't know. It depends on the level of friendship and the girl in question. If the girl is just a flyby, or even somebody you just swung the block a couple times, and the level of the friendship. Anyone, and like he said, anyone in my inner circle is a no-go. Now, if in my inner circle, but she just like a floozy or a swing the block person, if she with it, I'm with it. And then I'll tell you the story later.
It's never come up.
He said he could compare notes.
It's never truly come up. But I think it depends on the friendship. Like you said, I think it depends on the friendship, not the girl at all. Because somebody may be offended by it, and then somebody like me will just say, the past is the past.
And then my fault.
I don't care.
Not to cut you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say too. Like sometimes when you I done been in situations where you acknowledge and you tell the person like, yo, X, Y, Z, and then they'll give you I don't care, bro, and then things happen.
Yeah, you gotta mean it. You gotta mean whatever the answer
so it's
is.
right,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then things happen.
So that's the real question at hand. What about those people like that? Not your inner circles, right? Let's eliminate it from your inner circles. I see everybody, all three of you guys are on a general consensus that inner circles is out of play, right?
Out of play.
Okay.
It's not out of play because it's out of play. I think it's out of play because it's respect.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So let's say out of play, out of respect.
Yeah.
So if it's an associate, like a guy, you like, yo, Ralph, hey, what's up? Met Tanya, what's good? Woo, woo, woo. Are you and he says, oh, it's all good. Are you still comfortable knowing that he been with her, that you could start a relationship with her?
If she's a
Relationship?
floozy,
Wait.
if it was his floozy, it doesn't matter.
Do you mean relationship or
You said relationship
or
or smash?
smash?
I was sleeping with. I was just sleeping with.
Okay.
Yeah, sleeping
Man,
with.
sleeping with is a relationship because I ain't the one unless you
It-
one time
it
you had a
is
one time
a
thing. I mean, if you
relationship.
got a one time thing, and then
That's
you can,
why I said it
you
don't
can tell the
matter
story
to me.
later. But if when I say sleeping with guys, I'm being respectable about the ladies. I'm not saying
Floozy, right? These guys.
floozy. What
Man,
the F
listen,
words?
I get
guys.
it, man. Somebody
be
you
worse.
smashing, somebody let's put it like that, man. If you end up if you want to deal with her seriously, then I guess it matters. But Ralph got to tell me what it is. If you still got feelings for her, tell me because it's a go for me, and she's telling me it's a go. If you say she good, you good, then don't be mad at. Don't come to me crying inside me because you said that was your time to say, hey, I still feel her, yada yada. I don't feel comfortable. I'll back
love
off.
you.
Yeah,
P.O.P.
listen. I done seen triangles go crazy, bro. Like one of my boys said, asked, "Yo, what's good?" You like, "Nah, go ahead." Then you went ahead and you like, "Yo, how you gonna do that?" Like so.
That's my problem. That's why the question arises, right?
Yeah.
The question arises not because we all sit here and say whatever, but be honest with yourself. What about that one favorite girl that you had back in the day, right?
Yeah.
That you just had. Are you comfortable with one of your boys smushing her? Your favorite, one of your favorites.
You mean guappy?
Yeah.
Man, my best. Man, Whoppy.
You have that girl that's like, you could have called back in the day. You could have, she was solid. And it wasn't a relationship, but it was one of those, she's solid.
That don't matter.
Like friend with benefits type of individual. Because that makes more
I'm not
sense.
trying to break it down to all these levels. I'm trying to say basically if it's somebody that you had an emotion for.
That's why you got to be honest.
Yeah,
you got to be transparent with your people. Like, you can't see, and that's nothing too. A lot of guys get out here, they start fronting. Like, yo, this and that. Don't front. Like, it's all right. If that's what you have and you care for her, you have a connection, whatever it is, maybe you may like her more than she like you or whatever, but let your peoples know. Don't go out here and be like, yo, I don't care about it. She ain't this. And then when you be like, oh, word, you don't? And then they go out and then go do it, and then you're mad. That's the only thing I don't like. Be honest. Be transparent.
I don't think my relationship, I don't think that my involvement in a person's life dictates what that person does with their own time and body. What you choose to do with your body is your body. I don't care what it is that you choose to do.
Her body, her choice.
It's her body, her choice. Why am I supposed to sit up here like to win for life? For life? How long does this last?
But you never really know though. At the end of the day, like you don't know how you feel about somebody until you see somebody else with them.
That's not true.
You sure?
That's not true. If I see somebody else with them, I've already moved on. It's fine. I don't care what happens next. I really don't. I really don't.
I'm saying, I respect it.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I'll smash and grab it. Have you ever done it?
Yeah.
How about you?
I let her choose.
Her body, her choice.
I let her choose.
He said,
I did let her choose.
yeah.
Never,
After all that,
never my inner circle now.
Me neither.
No, we talking about one rung out. There's never been a thought inside. I'm talking about one rung out, right? Like,
Associates, yeah.
Associates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I never done it.
I did it and tried to act like I ain't know. I tried to. You sniped it?
Yep.
You sniped it?
Sniped it.
Again, you gotta be honest about.
Was that an arrow?
That was an arrow, brother.
Oh, you sniped. Okay, my man.
You could still be a sniper. That's how the original sniper.
Archers. Got it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
I'm the only good guy then, because I've never done it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a good guy.
I think
All right, cool.
I never done
I'm
it.
I had a joke, but I ain't even gonna do that. But go ahead, brother.
Because that's another part of the question too, which is if you do, I don't. Never mind. Let's move on.
Yeah, no.
Nah, let's move on.
We have time.
No, we don't. Let's.
We
move
do
on.
have time.
Okay, so if like me, right? I've set it up to where like, okay, so it's free grabs for anything. Let's go dig through his DMs, right? And let's go dig through everybody that I know on the list, right? And then try it, right? Like, what if it does bother you? If it does bother you, then you're supposed to just let it go, right? And not say nothing.
Nah, I think you say something.
You got it.
So then you would be the guys that are complaining thereafter.
No.
I mean,
no.
I feel, me personally, right? I feel that there's people that you know that I've dealt with that I care about. Those things you shouldn't touch. If you do, you do. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna square up with you. I just understand, like, you know what I mean? That'd be different. It'd be different if that person came on to you, and then I would let that be. But if you pursued something with that person, like, yo,
and that's another variable right there. Who pursue who?
Yeah. If she pursues you, you gotta take.
Yeah, it is.
But if you just out here like, yo, it's me. I've been lurking.
Is that Kush X? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been scheming on that for a minute.
And then you got and then you know the famous question. So
how long you been thinking this?
about
and
like, then not only that, you gonna tell him? That's another thing. Like,
oh yeah, let me ask that for a smash grab. Then I'm gonna get out of here.
Go ahead.
Go.
Whose obligation is it to break the news to the friend?
If it's your friend, you are.
Yeah.
It's not really hers. I'm saying it could be, but if me and you cool and plus I smash your ex, it's really up to me to tell you, because you could say we still have.
Once
a
you find
bond.
out, let's assume you don't know. Let's assume you mess with.
No, it was intentional.
No, intentional. Then you definitely should. I'm gonna just say, obviously, you should say something right away, right?
Right.
You agreeing on that?
Yeah.
Wait. If it's gonna be post doing it, then you should actually say something before you do it.
No. That's what I'm saying. If you like, let's say you know. If you know, I think you should have the. I believe you should have the conversation.
Yeah.
Before you
I'm going to go get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting that. Or I'm going to get that. So you can check the vibes. You can even
Yeah,
say I don't
I
care
think
or I
that-
do
yeah,
care, right?
yeah.
But let's say it happens and y'all sitting there and she like, yo man, my ex, boo boo boo. I used to talk to this kid. Yeah, he live in Crown Heights. Named Stu. And I'm like, what's Stu? And she say, that's Stu. And I'm like, let me see. And she go, that's Stu. I'm like, oh.
This fool ain't tell me
All
nothing.
right. Yeah, so now I'm not gonna be like, we not gonna say nothing to Stu. At that point, I gotta call Stu and be like, yo, dog.
Is that what we doing?
Yeah.
Is that what we doing?
I don't have no obligation. I think it's hilarious if either one of y'all come talking to me.
Wow.
Because you're a free spirit, brother.
Yeah.
Not everybody think like you.
Shit ain't mine.
You right, ain't nothing yours. What you got
Pop
on your
a
back.
Molly, he's sweating. All right, come on. All right.
It ain't mine. It don't belong to me.
All right. Nobody belongs to you. It's her body, her choice.
Exactly.
All right. We're going to switch gears now, guys.
Mhm.
Probably, let us know in the comments. Is it okay to sleep with... Don't try to break it down to all these crazy levels, guys. Is it okay to sleep with an acquaintance or a friend's ex?
How are you supposed to even do that? I don't even know how you're not supposed to stumble across that kind of thing.
We're going to switch gears, right? We're going to stop talking about relationships for 1 second. 1 second.
Appreciate
and I
it.
want to go... I'm going to let anybody grab this. Whoever wants to grab it first. I'm not even going to look at anybody. I'm going to just say, we live here in these New York City streets. What other effects that you've seen so far with the migrant situation here? We touched a little bit on the podcast with Zoe when he was up here.
Yeah.
Zoe, what are you guys' thoughts on the migrant situation currently inside of the city of New York?
I don't like it. Period. That's it. I don't like it. I don't like nothing about it. I don't like that they come on U.S. soil and they get 10 bands coming in. Like, in that case, I'm gonna throw in my passport. I'm saying, bring my birth certificate.
And walk right
yeah,
over
walk
to
right
your
in. Like, yo, can I get my 10 bands? Like, come on, bro. Like,
Switch my name. My name is Kisson.
if I say, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like that. I think I'm saying it's a slap in the face to every working American that they just come and get 10 bands, and dudes got to work months to get 10 bands straight cash without being taxed. I think it's a piece of you know what.
He always want to get bleeped out. He just
Yeah,
like when he
yeah,
was right
yeah,
there, he
yeah,
would
yeah.
get bleeped.
You know what?
Exactly. I switch it up. See.
Well, I'll say for me, it really don't bother me because where I live at, we ain't got to deal with that problem. But,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I don't think either. Because
Said to where I live.
He said, "I know my people."
yeah, they not.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. Sorry.
Different than
But,
senators where I live.
You know, that tax dollars is different. But,
Stop playing footsies.
But what I
It's
will
in my
say
way.
is, you know, it is, and I don't live in New York no more, so I really doesn't see the day to day of it. But it is bad when you see it happening, and you start to see the effects that it have on neighborhoods in the community, especially for people who've been living in those communities who've been needing those breaks, and they couldn't get those breaks, and people that's not from the community forced into the communities, and they come from out of the country, and they just getting those incentives that people here deserve. And I think that's the worst thing about it. You know, the people here need those. We shouldn't be trying to give people that's not from here, help them out, and you got people here that's struggling. And I think that's the bad thing about it.
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, the money has been tied up for New Yorkers. As far as I said it before, I've never seen New York City care about a single male ever in my life. And I don't mean like a male that doesn't have a child. A single male has never been a priority at all. And I guess they technically don't have the money for a single male. However, they are applying for funding, and that tap is being in this. I don't see it as big of a problem. I don't. I think that it's more like a consequence of our success. As Americans, we have sold luxury for the longest amount of time. And people are finding a way to come in here and get that sort of luxury. And I think they should be put to work. And until we run out of work for them, and there is no work for them to be done, then I could start having a conversation about the problems that they're causing. But I don't see a problem with migrants in general. We just came from after 9/11, it was like, you got to understand, people hate us because of all of our success. And that was a shot at our success, right? And then now that success has drawn people to it. And I think that over time, it'll get better. It'll work itself out. But overall, I don't see a problem with it. Just like everything else, I think it needs to be regulated. I think that there's way too many scooters. I think that there's way too many random loose people. I think that they need to be doing something. Like we should all be going to work and coming home. If you work a night shift, that's fine. But these random hangout groups, I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like those kinds of things. But those things, I don't think that they will get sorted out, but it can be and it should be sorted out. But overall, just their existence is not enough for me to be like,
Yes, it looked like Dominican Republic in New York City.
Yeah, with those
I
lights.
know.
Like I said, where I live, I don't really see it much either. Just more when I drive off. It's just more of a like, I don't know. It just make me feel a way behind it. It's struggling Americans everywhere.
I think that's public narrative. How do you feel about the migrants?
I think you have to think about it in a whole, right? Like, there's a raw emotion, like, this is out of control. Like, obviously, you go to third world countries, that's what some of them are called. You see these motor scooters and everybody, and it's like, now it's here. It's prevalent. All these things that we see when we go to other places that are like anomalies to us, like people just out in the middle of the street selling guava and all kinds of other stuff. And selling
guava.
It's true, they selling like all kinds of fruits and stuff in the middle of candy now.
Mango.
You see it in the middle of the street, clogged up the street. You see it. So I feel like it's a culture shock, right? I feel like it's a big culture shock for us because when we go on vacation and we drive from the airport to the resort, this is what you see. But now you go down the block on 42nd Street and you see it. What I think is a problem that we have, that the situation happened at a bad time in New York City because we have bail reform, we have a lot of things going on inside the city that already cause major problems. So everything that they do, we don't even know how to handle our regular citizens.
Right. It's
right? We don't know how to handle the regular crimes that's going on. And now the regular people that are shoplifting, you got, and I say regular people, the normal citizens of New York City are shoplifting, but now you got migrant shoplifting, so it's magnified, right? It's like, how are you here for a few minutes and you shoplifting? You know what I mean? How are you here and you shooting the police? Like, you just got here. Where'd you get a gun from?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You know what I mean?
That was bananas.
But it's not it's not once, it's like the third time it happened now. So at this point, it's like, then who are these people, right? So he shot the police, or she shot the police, or he stole from the mall. Who? Where you going back to get these people? So I just don't think that we have a control over that narrative. It's a little unfair to, I think, everybody. I think it's unfair to the citizens of New York City and the people who, regulate New York City, because it's a huge culture shock for everybody.
Right.
What do you do in a time where we haven't figured out how to treat our people here in New York City? Like you said, there's already a homeless issue.
Yeah.
There are tons of homeless people inside of hotels and stuff like that. So where you put in 200,000 migrants? You know what I mean? And then now you have people say, okay, they're here, but now you have them at Floyd Bennett Field outside in the weather. It was just freezing before. Now you got these guys in tents, like, they're going to freeze to death. I'm not laughing, but they're going to freeze outside in these makeshift pods. Like, who's thinking?
I don't know, to be real.
But see, that costs more money and funding, now coming from somewhere. Yeah. And it's coming from the people that's been born here, grew up here, and they not getting the funding that they need. And now you have someone who's not even from here that just come in.
Is that narrative or is that real?
That is real.
That is real. I think it's causing animosity because
I know it's causing animosity because of public narrative, but is it truly?
Yes.
Are we actually suffering?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. It's not suffering, but the problem is
I don't mean like
no. I know. If I'm saying as a Brooklynite, right? Because we look at Bed-Stuy, we see gentrification. We talked about that early on, right? We have a situation where your kid needs better funding for school. Like, things are getting cut, right? With city budgets are getting cut.
Yeah.
Right.
But then, all right, if we're cutting, but then we're also spending money on that, then once you know out loud it's bad, right?
But that's only because of public narrative. I am certain that I've given enough money to the city through parking tickets and speeding tickets. The money's there.
Yo.
The money's there.
Me too.
Yo.
All of us.
I can't even fight you on that one. Me too.
I think all of us.
I'm finna go outside and check, see if my car's standing right now.
I've given him enough money, and every last vehicle owner has as well. When my grandfather owned a car, what he did? Get his driver's license, paid for his car, and it was over. Me and the DMV relationship is over. I never talk to you again, right? But now we talking to them 2 times a month just because for no reason.
The speed camera is 36 miles an hour.
I woke up 6 minutes late. Alternate side parking. whatever it may be. I didn't put. Okay, I wasn't gonna put a quarter inside
See-
the
see
meter.
the way his hat
I
fell?
ran. All right, hold on. Let me stabilize it. Hold on. So yes, I wasn't gonna put a couple dollars in the meter while I ran and got a haircut. That's true, but it should have cost me $55 for that. I don't know. It just
Well, the
sound-
problem with that is, and I'm gonna say
So
that,
all that money being put together, I know you got a lot of
Let me-
money.
let me-
You got way more money than the city has
let
ever
me get
had.
this adverse thing right there. The fact that you complaining about that, right? If I'm the average citizen, then you have people running around here on motorized scooters doing 60 miles an hour on a scooter. Who are you writing that ticket to? But
What-
now you got me for 36 and a 25?
Yeah.
4 times?
And
But-
let's add that once they do the congestion
So
pricing,
you're saying that they could have even more money, but that would just add
Well,
on
not
to
that they
my-
have more money. It's like
No.
you're punishing me and that person has
But
a
that's
free
the
ride.
narrative. What I'm saying is, all this money that I know is being put in property tax, whatever else that's going into the city, we all have had a ridiculous relationship with the city. Like we've been pouring into the city, our money into the city, right? However they justify it, I know that they have the money. So when you tell me that you're cutting funding, I as long as we keep blaming migrants, we don't have to look at who's in charge of the money.
I don't think that's the problem. The
That's
problem
not
is
the
when you
problem.
go inside of a club and you pay for it, you don't care if you pay. It's just when you see those people just start walking in for free, it's like, why is he walking in the door?
Yeah, that's a public narrative thing.
That's not a public narrative.
that's a fact. It's not a narrative. This is not a story that's been made up. It's something that's actually out there that's actually
Yeah,
happening.
you showed up here. I gave you funding to get. I
it's not
gave you a
narrative.
card. I gave you a card, and you're buying groceries.
So, okay,
I think if you do digging, I think you'll find that most of that money goes to administration.
Okay,
Listen.
let me ask you a question.
You're
That's a
arguing
different-
you're arguing a
argument.
different argument. We're
Yeah.
saying that it's not. People get mad, and I don't know if I'm speaking for you. I'm just saying that
I'm
I think
mad.
people get mad when the people who are already here who need help, who need more assistance for the money that we all been putting in. Like, we get it. We already accepted that we have to help out our people who are not as strong as others here. Now you just added on another set of people that we have to take care of, but we haven't even got our original people straight. I think that's the problem. That's not public
that's it.
perception. That's factual, because we already have people sleeping in the middle of 42nd Street
Right
and
now.
all that before we had this.
Somebody sleeping downstairs right now on the floor.
That's true.
See?
Even in our intro video, you
I
had
was the dude on the
You see them, so
to in there like,
we do got a co-star now.
he was like this.
you saw him throwing the fork in the video?
Got you.
Yeah, it may be public perception, but when I see Dwayne Reed closes and they say it's due to shoplifting, I go, it's probably because you started charging me $12 for deodorant. You could say it's probably because I stopped going and covering whatever you say the stealing fee is. I stopped going because you started charging me $12 for deodorant. You've been screwing me for way too long for me to be looking at this person like that's the reason why there's no Dwayne Reed. I always look at the top before I look at the bottom.
That's cool. That's good. Good way. I'm gonna say this. You complain about your tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's unfair that you feel like you got to pay those tickets, right? When you feel it's unfair if they could get away for free and not pay no tickets.
It's not. No,
I'm asking you a question.
But maybe you, and that's the thing. Maybe you don't, but the average citizen, I would assume that they do. I think that's where the conversation is coming.
That's a separate problem.
No, that's the same.
No. Same problem.
No.
I know who this is. This is the city. This is me.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
We're not doing that. You know what?
Let me.
No, I'm gonna save you from you.
Yeah, like
This is the moment where I save you from you.
Yeah.
Don't tell me who not getting it. I know what I'm getting.
No. We're gonna move on.
Yeah,
We're gonna move on.
please.
In the comment section, please tell us: is the migrant situation detrimental to New York City? Do you feel a way about it? Is it a good thing for the city? Please let us know.
One of the hosts definitely feels a way about it. They put it out there. Definitely all day. Twice on Sundays.
All right, this next topic that we ending off on is more about the so-called street way, right? The street way of doing things. Are the streets unattractive? We're talking about like gang life and spinning the block, scamming.
Is that unattractive?
Bow.
It's probably attractive on social media. I don't think it's attractive. I've really never thought selling drugs and all that. It was a cool way when you can say, oh, if no other way, I came home from jail, so this is the only way I can make money. But nowadays, there's a lot of ways to make money, other than scamming, other than selling drugs. Like, if you're broke, you want to be broke. If you have no money, if you want to be broke, like, there's no way. You can't tell. It's Uber Eats.
Charlie that.
I'm just telling you, if Wheelchair Charlie, like, you like that wheelchair. I'm saying that ass. Like, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry.
You was doing so well.
I was. Listen,
He's like, I gotta get one now.
but if you want to be broke, it's too many options. They put it out there. You can make money a million ways. They may not be the fast money you want, but it's money. It's a living, and you could grow from that. So for me, very unattractive.
Do you mind?
I'll say for me, as far as that goes, once you interact with it for, the street way of things, you realize it's not what it seems. Everybody's putting on a facade. They're not really making that much money as you think they are. And you realize it's really nothing really there for you. You're jeopardizing a lot to be a part of that. So, I had my situation, and luckily I was, I had a good lawyer and support system, so I was able to come home and I already had things lined up before I went in. So I was like, I know I ain't living right, so let me fix this and set myself up where when I come home I can bounce back and put myself in a better predicament. But it ain't really nothing out there. You want to hang out all day and talk to the same group of people that you spoke to yesterday, and y'all still ain't did nothing with your life. It ain't
the Fry commercial.
You know what I mean?
You do that with your life?
You're just sitting there. You're sitting on the couch. You're looking at me. I see you watching. You might as well just come to the Fry.
They gonna play that.
Yo.
I don't know. I hate it. I hate that we're still making these silly decisions. Like, I've seen people try to intercept people from going in a dispensary to try to sell them something, and I just go, why won't you just get your stuff together? Like you said, if you broke, you want to be broke. If you out here hustling, you want to be hustling. There's jobs that don't require you to even, okay, I can't read. So what? You can get a job. There's people out here literally coming up and taking their time and making it faster than New York City people, but they're hustling their way to the top. And somehow, some way, they're able to feed themselves and their families back home. And you tell me that, yo, I'm gonna just make $3 off of this and that should be enough. No, we gotta step our game up. I don't think it's attractive at all. I don't care for those kind of women, but I think that women who facilitate that, like that reckless lifestyle, the scammers, I don't like how, like, I don't care that they're
unless you're
going
to give me something for half price.
How much that Canada Goose, baby girl?
Because it's just like,
how much is that again?
I know why Louis does it. I know why Gucci does it. I know why all these brand names and high-end clothing, I know why they do it. It's just another human being. Like, you lay next to a man who's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And then, like, you get somehow in your way, you figured out that there's a hierarchy that you're sitting at the top of. And it's just weird to me that mentality exists. I don't like it. I don't care for it. But then, because I don't care to ever look over my shoulder. I don't care.
That's the thing too.
That's
I don't care.
That's definitely
Creeping and thinking of your
I
shoulder.
go everywhere. I
Might
hop
play
out my
tricks
car
on me.
on any block. I Millie Rock on any block because I ain't bothering nobody. I go anywhere and do anything, and I think that's a beautiful way to live life. Mind my business, you mind your business, and we good. One day I'll probably run into something. Who knows? And then I'll be mad at that direct person in that direct situation. But the problem is, again, the same problem. Those groups of people just hanging out outside. I don't like it. That's a problem.
Can I say something real quick? I know he said he don't like scammers, but I'm gonna just say
Throw it.
if you could give me something half off, I'll just let me know.
I love you. Like, you ain't never lied.
Winter's coming.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie.
Cash on deck, brother.
I've been a customer to like, Yo, bro.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
gonna give you this gas card. You can fill up. Give me half of that. Oh, we on it.
Hold on, wait. They do gas too?
Yeah.
All right, maybe I'm in. All right, hold on.
The
Now.
streets have just become attractive.
You know what I'm saying? Like
They do gas.
they do
You
gas.
got half off these speeding tickets.
I'm
Know
about
what
to
I'm
say,
saying?
don't use my
Like,
use my social for it though. But you know what I'm saying. You know,
Listen, if you mess with somebody else's credit, damn. But if I could benefit, I'm sorry.
I got half off. Give me half off, bro. I got you.
I've done hit up people that had the EBT card. Like, yo, you throw me 100, spend 200. Yeah, swipe that. So let's be real.
Savages.
How you feel about the streets? Are they attractive or no?
The streets, I think, growing up were very attractive, right?
Because you was in that community.
Yeah, I think the streets was very attractive. I think
you
you
go.
saw enough to be like, I mean, it's glorified. Even we watch movies like Paid in Full, like that's all. Like, who didn't want to be Money Making Mitch? You know what I mean? We all wanted that type of like, yeah. Right? In some form or fashion, you
I'm
put
broke. Oh, my bad. I'm broke, B.
yeah, you put yourself in one of those characters, right? It's not like you watch a movie and you disassociate yourself with that. You either are Cam in that movie, you Money Making Mitch, you somebody in that. Who you know, at some point you
Not
like.
me. I'm the dude
hey.
over. What's his name? Keep forgetting his name. On Men's Society, who was sitting on the bed, told him to move. The righteous brother who was sitting on top of the bed
I
trying to
forgot
keep
his
them
name.
from drinking.
No, because I think that when
That
you're
was
younger,
me.
you find yourself trying to find yourself, right? You find yourself trying to find yourself out in the street. So it's attractive in that sense. I think when you get older, the reason that it's unattractive is because you've heard enough war stories that, for me personally, I learned from other people's mistakes, right?
Right.
If a dude tell you like, yo, we was up north, grabbed this dude and I saw a dude get taken in the cell, then they made him do weird stuff. I'm like,
I don't
that's
wanna
enough
go
for
there.
me not to want to go to jail, because I don't even want to be propositioned for sex by a male. So if you fought this guy off and you got 3 years left, that ain't over. That ain't over, right? That is you guys got to go through that,
Give me
right?
your cornbread.
Because you think that's just like, yo, remember you first got here, I tried you and you said no, you fought me off. Like, that's enough a scary story, right? Or it's enough a scary story for be like, oh, I didn't even pop that dude. I was just with so-and-so who popped the dude, and now I did 10 because I stood up like a man.
And then
10
snitch.
years of my life?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not with the telling, but I'm also not with being involved either. So, like, if we don't get involved, then I don't have, you know what I mean? I don't have to put myself in that situation. So, I think it's just unattractive because I don't feel like you heard any real success stories from it. You know
Definitely
what I mean?
didn't.
You heard more war stories and more psychological damage that's going on in our community than we thought. We've heard so many stories later that sound illustrious or sound good because it's a movie, but somebody been through that. Somebody went through that. Somebody did that jail time, right? Somebody missed out on their kids' birthdays. They missed out on holidays. They missed out on shorties. They missed out on money or vice, even if it's a female. And I'm not saying that, you know, when it's happening, it seems fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, the money come fast and everything is all good when you're younger. I just think that once you see the flame, I think you got to take a step back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because spinning always sound good, right? You spin on your ops. And then what happened when you actually pull that trigger and you clip that one person and it's on Fox 5?
Life's over.
And they got the
So-
video of you just traveling from the car, renting the car, going home.
They got cameras everywhere now. There ain't nothing.
But you know what it is?
You know?
You ever see the person that gets caught like that walkthrough on camera? It's rare you see someone smiling for that picture. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like-
no, I've
like-
seen a change in the perp walk. The perp walk, I've seen that change.
Yeah, but
It's a lot of smiles now.
come on,
You know why?
They're
You
more,
know- hold on,
they're
hold on.
more head
Let's
down.
get back to the city. Ooh.
Bail reform.
But the guy, it's
back to the
more
city.
people upset, not upset, but they don't want to look in the camera. Let's be real. It's how many smiles are in that courtroom when that judge say
25 years.
25 years of life. How many smiles are there? Mama's crying, kids crying. He's not crying yet, but once he goes to back to that jail cell and he had that gate slam, crying.
Wait till his cellmates.
They're happy.
That's what I'm saying.
They're smiling.
Right? So we like,
Remember, he said he put his arm around him like, yeah.
yeah, who need that?
happened? Yeah.
Who need that proposition at that point? Like, again, like I said, if you doing some time, who wants to be proposition? Who wants to beef with somebody? Like, let's God forbid you go in there and you a blood or crip or, you know, whatever gang you're involved in. Now you get to jail. You have beef with people. You don't know the structure of what's behind that wall. Now you've been out here, like I said, being in the street, and then you go back there and you may be in one of these other gangs, and now predominantly maybe another gang behind. And if you're not legitimately built for that type of stuff, you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
You got to deal with that. If you or whatever gang.
And the worst part about it is it's not even like the training of going through like being in the streets, getting into fights, moving on to stabbings, then a shooting, like that kind of level of like, I guess gangster street level stuff. It's just like, oh wow, using this credit card really is going to get me this time? And now you in jail and you don't have any relation to the tough part of like the street. And now you really in jail.
Oh yeah, so if you ain't even doing tough stuff, if you just doing like, ugh.
Yeah, if you just swiping a card, doing this.
Sean Kingston, God forbid, he go.
Those are the ones.
Somebody mate.
Those are the ones that
beautiful boy.
Yo,
please don't let me hurt.
That's why.
Yo, I can't believe I thought this guy.
And you know what's wild? If you ever listen to Game talk about,
because he's there for not paying mortgage, like
because you heard like Game on one of the flat joints was talking about like, I think you talking about like one time he got robbed, Sean Kingston got robbed or something like that. This was an untough story for Sean Kingston, and I'm like, bro, we talking about outside. What's gonna happen? They close them gates.
Give them gates. Like Sean Kingston is gonna become Muslim.
Yeah, he's not gonna survive those talent contests.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, fellas. 9 out of 10, those guys usually become Muslim. Not just for the protection. A lot of them guys come out with kufis.
Nah, that's just so that they don't have to get married. They're doing it still.
Nah, son, they'll get it for the protection.
That kufi don't protect you from that guy.
Nah, but
I don't know.
And I'll be fair. I don't think everybody outright. Some people are dealing with it. Some people it's thrust upon them. But like you said, I think once you get old enough to understand, we got people like I think Mike Son is one of those people too who definitely preaches like stay away from that kind of stuff.
I'm saying like it's cool when you're young, but those young decisions have a ripple effect to your grown man. Like Stu said, like those it's a decision and it look great, big chains, cars, ladies.
Since you brought up your personal situation, you want to tell people how you stepped away from like the mentality that this
going to jail.
No, not the jail. Forget the jail.
You going to jail. That's what changes mentality.
Because you fly as hell today, right? Stepping away from that, like you want to talk about how like you had to what did you have to give up because you still fly? So what exactly what about the mentality did you have to give up?
I had to give up what I had to give up everything I had at that time because you lose it when you go through that process. So, like I always tell, I have these conversations because like my mindset was I'm going to get back to where I was and I'm gonna get more. And that's the whole thing. My overall goal. That's why I say I work hard. I do the things that I need to do so I could establish myself in my life. And then too, you when you sitting in there, I'm not gonna say everybody's story is different, right? Everybody's situation is different. Some people may go in it might be like a resort. Other many people, they gotta watch it, I done seen certain things that happen and you be like, you only been here like an hour, bro.
You ain't make it through arraignment.
Yo, chill.
You only been here an hour.
Oh, nah, no.
Yo,
no.
how he got you laid
yo,
out?
I'm good.
You ain't even been here an hour, bro.
It's hot. I'm hot. This guy. I'm hot. Yo, chill. Yo, next segment, please. Yo, first Sean Kingston. It's Stu now.
400, man.
Yeah.
Yo, oh man, I can't with this dude. I can't.